One of the biggest things that you can do to give yourself an edge over your peers in Africa is reading books. And I do not mean textbooks, fictional. I mean self-help books, biographies, autobiographies, philosophies. Here are the 5 reasons as to why you should read books. Number 1, knowledge. As a naive African kid growing up, I was told the only way to become a highly successful individual in this society, you have to go to school, graduate, and be employed. And particularly, you have to pursue professions such as law, medicine, and engineering. I was set out to achieve the very thing, but after reading hundreds of books, I did not only realize that there is so many ways to catch a fish, but it's not what I wanted. I do not want to be an employee. I do not want to work for somebody else. I want to work for me. I want to struggle. I want to take the entrepreneurial route. That's what I wanted for me. That is not to say that school education doesn't work. It's not that. It's just that different people, they want different things. And once you read books, once you start to read books, your perception on so many different subjects is going to change enormously. So that's what comes with reading books. There is so much knowledge that is contained in those books that can literally change your life, the way that you view the world. Number 2, motivation. These books are written by highly successful individuals, and these are people who came from a very poor background, and they have had their struggle on their way to success. They have had it all, their ups and downs, and through perseverance, through hard work, through putting in the hours, through consistency, they made it. And now they are living a life that is worth pursuing. They did everything they can to have the life that they are living today. And that is going to give you self-belief, knowing that there are people out there who are wanting your situation, but against all odds, they still made it. So that is going to motivate you to want to go out there and do everything you can in your power to achieve your goal and to bring your dream into fruition. Number 3, financial literacy. I do not fathom how the system has got this one so wrong. Money is a subject that should be taught in school, but it's never touched on. Money is not a topic you can ever find in this education system. That's why you wouldn't be surprised when I tell you, I know a lot of people individually who once they get their paycheck, all they do is spend it all. And they're going to they're going to rely on their next paycheck to maintain their lifestyle. That's a horrible way to go about life. And now there are these people too who will spend their money before they even get it. It's just horrendous to live that way. As a kid growing up in a refugee camp, I witnessed this with my own eyes. My mom used to lend money to people. In a refugee camp, we were issued with a ration card, and that ration card indicates the number of people in your family, and that determines the portion of food that you get. Food was given to us in form of grain, oil, sugar, just all the basic needs. And now for you to get money from my mom, you will have to use your ration card. You will have to give your ration card to her. Instead of you receiving the ration card, it's going to be my mom to receive it. It's not going to be you, because you have already spent your money. That is now the only way she's getting her money back. It is a horrendous way to go about life. These people were usually the most stressed, the most depressed. They were alcoholic. Their life was just miserable. Think of a miserable life imaginable. They were living a miserable life. That you do not want that to be you in any way, shape, or form. That's why you have to grab books. You gotta understand about money. You have to understand how money works. You have to understand investment. And that's why you must read books to avoid this horrendous way of going about money. And books will do a very great job at that. Number 4, you become a better salesperson. For you to say that I'm not a salesperson, I do not want to be that would be a lie. For you to get the job that you want, you must sell yourself. You are always selling yourself. You must convince the boss that you are worth working for them. How are you going to get that girlfriend? Through selling. Once you will only get that girlfriend, once you convince them that you are a worthy individual. You are an individual that is worth dating. How are you going to convince the principal at the school that you want your kid to study at that your kid is worth studying there? That is selling. You have to be courteous to them. You must communicate with them. You must give them a firm handshake. Communicate in a way that is respectable in a way that they'll be like, okay, your kid can start here now. That is only done through sales. So you are always selling. All this communication, all this conversation, all this bargaining that you do with people at the marketplace, that is selling. So everyone should be a good salesperson. Everyone should know how to sell. Once you know how to sell, it makes your life better. It makes it easier. Once you can communicate with anyone. You having friend is always selling. You are always selling something. You are always selling yourself as an individual. So everyone in this world, I don't care who you are, you must be good at selling. You see that president knows how to sell. Yes, Mr. Ruto. Mr. Ruto knows how to sell. He knows how to communicate. He's a great salesperson. He's a great communicator. This is now a salesperson. We all like the way he talks. He's a funny, he's hilarious. That is only possible through sales. Everyone, he's selling himself. Everyone is always selling themselves. So don't tell me you are no salesperson when the president is. Everyone is a salesperson. I am a salesperson. You are a salesperson. Number 5. Master your craft. You want to be a lawyer? There are hundreds of thousands